Hello and welcome back to Rue Valley. We are in loop 14 and we have a lot of information on pretty much everyone. We have a lot of different things that we want to do, but immediately we have something on our mind map that we need to do, which is we need to go and play Anita's song. Now Anita's song should be, if I've got this right, and I have a lot of notes now, should be Midnight Shift by Petty Gold. So, that's what we're going to go and do. So, let's just go. We should be able to go straight to the Kuiper Belt, and she should be there, so no problem. Right, let's go. Also, we're going to definitely do the phone call at 8:15. Yes. Or 8:17, I guess. Oh, actually, I skip it. Never mind. I was going to do it so I could ask the questions about my thoughts, but I guess not, because I didn't manually do the traveling. Okay. So she's coming in here. I'll wait for her to actually appear. And walk all the way over. I guess she'll continue walking while I do this. Okay. So, a piano from a bygone era. I'll wait for her to sit down and be in wherever she needs to be. There we go. Let's do it. There she is, just about to argue with Travis. Don't let it happen. You place your fingers on the dusty keys. You feel silence enveloping the room. You got this. You breathe in the air and the song comes into focus. You close your eyes and let your intention lead you, and then oh, nice. I didn't know you could sing like that. There's still a lot you don't know about me. I'm going to head to the roof. That was interesting. I tickled the ivories to Anita's bittersweet serenade. I can't. I'm going to let her tear. Do you think maybe now she'll finally talk to you? Probably not, but let's go see. Let's go to the roof. We've only got 4 minutes to go, so I hope she speaks to us. Only got 1 minute to go. What? The sharp edge of her usual anger is gone, replaced by the trembling shoulders that shake without rhythm. like a clock wound too tight. Your steps draw her attention, and she turns around slowly. Her face carries the tracks of tears, but her expression is something else, like someone pulled out of a deep, distant dream.
That melody. Why did you play it? Here. Now.
I just like the melody, that's all. I didn't know you'd enjoy it.
I did. I loved that song. I'd forgotten how much it meant to me. Especially during one moment in my life, a long time ago. The support group made a thing out of it. They wanted me to feel like it was an achievement, to let me know how important a step it was. It was the day I'd been clean for a year. It's funny that this song popped up today, alongside another achievement.
A half sarcastic smile lingers on her lips. And what achievement is that?
I decided to respect my daughter's and my ex-husband's decisions.
Did she? Give up on the motel mortgage payment? That's what's bothering her. She finally took a huge step towards improving their relationship, but at a huge price. Well, that seems like an achievement worthy of a song.
This might seem like an easy thing to do, but trust me, in my case, it's far from it. Funny, you're the second person I've told all of this today.
So that must have been the argument with Frank. The fact that she wasn't paying the mortgage payment for the motel would be her argument with Frank. Interesting. Okay. That's interesting. So if that's her argument with Frank, that would explain why he would be angry, right? That would definitely explain why I'd be angry. Sorry, I just had a pause there because I wrote down in my notes Frank rather than motel mortgage as the reason for the argument, which might still be true, but interesting.
And that's not even the strangest part. The first person I told, someone I know and utterly despise. And now here you are, a complete stranger. I couldn't even imagine more opposite people if I tried. Maybe that's the thing, though. We can only be truly honest when the listener either hates us or knows absolutely nothing about us. There's a kind of freedom in having no expectations to live up to.
She glances to the side, her gaze distant for a moment, as if some thought finally clicked into place. Then, as quickly as it came, it's gone. She turns back to you, smiling.
Thank you for the song and your ear.
You're welcome.
I think I'll stay here for a while.
A small token appears out of nowhere and starts flipping freely through her fingers. And with that, it's a new loop. We're at loop 15.
Still with me, Mr. Harrow?
Yes, and I have a question. Wait, did I not finish? Oh, I probably finished it. I just need to internalize that I finished it. Actually, I don't have a question. Okay. So I played Anita's song. All to wrap up. She claims to have already made some hard choices so that she could respect the decisions of her daughter and ex-husband, but is that really true? Okay, that didn't really give us anything. That's okay.
Spit it out already!
Interesting. Interesting. I don't really know what to do with that new info that I've got. I don't think there is anything to do with that info I've got. Well, that leaves us wondering where to go next. I guess I can try and go back to the ranch as quickly as we can. There was a suggestion that if we broke into this fancy sports car, we might be able to get to the ranch quicker. Maybe it's something to do. I'm going to drive north. We're going to do it manually so I can have the phone call with Percy Rugger. But yeah, we're going to try and go to the K Ranch via the sports car. I think that's our path. But okay. We're getting some more mysteries. But the fact that she had an argument with Frank about the motel's mortgage, which makes sense because Frank lived at the motel, it doesn't actually help us at all. Because now we know what the argument's about. It doesn't, that's not related to the problem that we're having, right? is not in any way relevant to anything that is relevant so far. But, okay, it explains why Frank might have been angry on that day, but it doesn't, like... That doesn't explain why he disappeared out of the loop. Okay. Oh, who's calling? The screen simply reads unknown number. You feel betrayed by your own phone masking the identity of the mysterious caller.
Hello, sir. Am I speaking with Eugene Harrow?
Mm-hmm.
My name is Percy Rugger, and I'm a senior sales executive at Ulterior Paralegal Exploits Consultancy. We'd like to offer our help regarding your case.
That sounds great, Mr. Rugger, but I have a question first, if I may.
But of course, Mr. Harrow. I'm here to answer any questions you might have. At your service, as they say.
Sorry, I need to hop on another call. Call you later. Alright then. So, apparently there wasn't anything from that. Fair enough. Right, 8:22. Also, one thing I do want to check is we can't get to Anita before she gets into the bar, right? At least not currently, because we have to walk up to here, so... But we're not soaked like we were last time, so maybe... Maybe we can... Oh, we can get to her before she goes in the bar. Okay, perfect, perfect, perfect. Anita?
Yes. Yes, Richard. I don't care. I've already told you it needs to be...
Richard. Do I know a Richard? I don't think I've got a Richard on my list. Okay, new name. Richard. Okay, Richard. Richard is someone. Okay. Some kind of token appears in her hand, spinning from finger to finger. A brief pause follows where she listens to Richard, daggers shining in her eyes.
Give me just a moment.
Then daggers point toward you.
Do you always eavesdrop on the conversations of strangers so flagrantly? Or am I a special case? If you've come for the bar, the entrance is right there. Just remember to wipe the sand from your shoes. Wipe at least 3 times. Or, if you didn't come for a drink, move exactly 5 yards away from me.
But I was just passing.
By all means, continue.
There's a whole firing squad behind the lady's eyes. You've no choice but to move away. She continues talking in a hushed voice, still casting an occasional glance towards you. So eavesdrop on Anita. Well, obviously, yeah. Like peeping through a keyhole, tempting but ultimately intrusive, it offers you fragments of a story but not really meant for you, leaving just enough room for misinterpretation, but sometimes it reveals the truth. Okay, you managed to get some info eavesdropping on her and the big guy. Now go back once she's on the phone again and hear what the fuss is about. Okay. Well, that's fine. Fancy car? Unlocked fancy sports car. Commit. Just get inside and drive. Simple as that. Oh, alright then. As if on a display, the car barely even touches the asphalt. So you can go to the motel, but the thing is, going to the motel doesn't help because there's a roadblock up. South is also the motel, so it has to be north. Okay, so I've now stolen the fancy sports car. Which is cool and all, but where does north I'm assuming north is going to take us to the ranch. But we'll see. 8:36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Where's it taking us? Wait, does north take us nowhere? As the fiery sky catches up to you again, you see something in the distance. Hard to make out, but the road leaps into a tunnel, some mining equipment and a car just before it. There's someone next to the car. Even without this car, you can't outrun the loop. Or even with this car, you can't outrun the loop. Not unless you start driving before the sun sets. Okay. So we've got a tunnel with somebody next to it. Huh. Okay. Interesting. Are we escaping or no? Didn't think we were, but it lasted a while.
Still with me, Mr. Harrow?
Yes, but I have to go now.
Mr. Harrow, please.
Give me my coffee, you
Nope,
jerk!
we're out of here. We are now going to go this way. Oh wait, we're also on loop 16. Remember to keep track of the loops. Right, we're going to go straight to the Kuiper Belt. Yes. Interesting that north takes you there. Wonder where south must take you back to the roadblock, right? Unless south takes you to the ranch. Okay, well we can eavesdrop and go south. It's no problem. Phone's gonna ring and we're gonna ignore it. Oh, phone didn't ring, or at least it didn't do the ring stuff for it. I guess because we were a little earlier. Hide and listen to her conversation. Quick, before she notices you snooping. Bet those metal barrels will hide me. Yep, perfect. You're not alone here. The pungent smell of stale beer is so overwhelming that it has a presence.
What?
Her grip on the phone tightens, plastic crackling in the process. With the other hand, she spins the token with such fury you're afraid she'll cause a localized tornado. A brief pause follows while she listens to Richard, daggers shining in her eyes.
I understand that, Richard, but you don't seem capable of understanding my instructions. So, I'm going to repeat them one more time and hope they get through all the noise in your head. Here's what will happen.
Robin will accept the invitation. You will make sure the university's board disregards that whole past the deadline issue. Oh, okay. So Richard is something to do with a university thing, and Robin is not going to university. And she said no to that. I see. So she's refusing university. Okay. Why? Well, we have reasons, like she might not want to leave the town and all of that sort of stuff for the motel, but...
What is it now?
She squints her eyes and wrinkles pop up. In an instant, anger has added dozens of years to her face. Seems like her evening has turned into a real shit hurricane, and she's trying to fend it off with an umbrella. I'll give my right thumb to know what's bothering her. Well, she's so furious that she might bite off your whole hand, bones and all.
No. If you stick to my plan, all will be well.
Mm-hmm.
If you stick to my plan.
The token in her hand stops spinning, and she grips it so hard that you can see her skin turn red. Besides, remember that smell? It has grown so heavy and rich that you will pass out any moment now. The smell will take over your body and venture out into the world. What's fucked up is, it would probably take care of your life better than you do. Let's just pretend I'm smelling pure roses instead. It does not work. You're about to be dispossessed of your own body, such as it is. Before the stench could wrestle control, the call is over with an angry press of a manicured fingertip. The tyrant has issued all orders, it seems. Oh, okay. Well, we've completed the intention. So we know that she declined an offer to enroll at a university. So we can wrap this one up. You did it once and you'll do it again. Once you cross that line, it becomes a part of you. Okay. Well, we can now ask Robin about that, presumably. Somehow. Let's get into the sports car and let's head south. Oh, I can't do that. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Well, I might as well complete that then. This car is now your car, as you saw during these 47 minutes. Nobody even notices your little felony. Enjoy it. Ah, so now I can just take the car wherever. Let's go south. Let's see what happens. I'm going to go south with the car. Guess it gives you a way to get to the bar and back again in one loop, even if you don't go to the motel. I'm assuming south is going to take us to the roadblock. Yes, it takes you to the roadblock. Okay, so we kind of already knew it was going to do that. And now we can go back again if we want to, using the car. I understand. So we can now drive south and then we arrive back at the motel. Okay, so I guess the car is just a way for you to be able to return within a single loop. Is there a benefit to that? I don't know. But it's interesting that that's an option. Okay, so it gets you back here by 8:30. Hey, what's up?
Are you ready to check in now, Mr. Harrow?
Sure, why not?
All right then, let's get you into your room. So, number 6, the last one on the second floor. Everything is ready for you. And this is your key card.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
All
We've done
right.
that.
I'm here if you need anything. Enjoy your stay, I guess.
Okay.
How can I help you, Mr.
So we can't ask her about her university stuff. I guess we don't have a natural way to ask her, but now we know about it. Still have the enter Frank's room one that we have failed. Anything in here we can re-grab? Nope. Okay. I think we're going to have to wait somewhere else at some point and figure out new things that happen. I mean, yeah. We could also try seeing Jason Burns again when he first appears there. Yeah, that's an option. We could loop and then wait here until we see Jason Burns, and then we can go and see him at reception. Might give us some options. Let's go. Right. Let's unpack. And then I can go to sleep, I think. Let's crawl into the bed. And I don't know, mess with my phone. I'll do this until the loop ends. Sure. Right. That's fine. So this will be loop 17 we're going into. Not a very productive loop, but I mean we achieved what we needed to achieve, basically. Enough of this for now. Yep, there it is, again, right on time.
Still with me, Mr. Harrow?
Yes, and I have a question. No. Okay. Always worth just seeing whether we've got anything.
Already.
Do we want to speak with Riley again?
Come on, you thief!
We could, I guess. She might have more for us now,
I'll
actually.
break you open if I have to.
Right, maybe I can help. She looks at you suspiciously.
Sure. Give it a go.
Make her coffee. After you input the sequence and the machine awakens, you insert the coin, press the button, and soon hand her the freshly brewed cup as the inviting scent fills the air.
Wow, nice. I don't know how you figured it out, but... Oh, thanks so much.
What do you know about Coral Destiny? Oh, we never asked her about that. Yeah. I like to think I learned a thing or two there in my 11 years there. So she's worked there for 11 years. I did kind of start making a timeline and then decided that that was far too much effort because I realized it wasn't all relevant. But 11 years, that means that she started there. And just add it to my timeline in 2016. Okay, 2016. Riley starts. Okay, Riley at Coral Destiny. Okay, interesting. Let's go. She sees the confusion in your face and giggles, but there's no malice in her laughter. Oh yeah, I work there, which we found out on the loop at the gas station. Damn it, worked there. Worked. It's kinda tough to get used to the new reality. Absent-mindedly, she scratches her jacket where the company patch is sewn into the fabric. What do you do there? I'm an engineer specializing in automation and robotics, but was also training to be an astronaut, but... guessing that's related to her leaving. So, Riley is an engineer. Okay. Engineer, and, yeah, okay. Wanted to be an astronaut, but isn't. Okay, cool. Right, go. She makes a lips zip-tight gesture. That's all I can say. Destiny had me sign some book-long NDAs. I don't think I understand what the company does. Well, you must have been living under a rock then. Miss Holmes has been preaching about it to anyone who wants to listen. Plenty who don't, like her, elderly Congress people. The ultimate goal of the company is to establish a colony on Mars that will trade resources, mostly rare earth stuff, with Earth until we can establish self-sufficiency. And until the colony is set up, well, anything they need to do to get there. What's with the company name? It makes sense when you think about it. Mars is our destiny if we want to survive and thrive as a species. It's our first stepping stone to colonizing the whole solar system, and then... She sucked her lips so fast you can almost hear her clap. Sorry, I'm kind of evangelizing here. Ms. Holmes always insisted that every one of us should be the company's ambassador. It's kind of hard to get out of that mindset, you know? Ms. Holmes named the company. As I said, Mars is our destiny and the planet's red, so that's where the coral comes from. I guess that's her favorite color. She often dresses all in coral. So why don't you work there anymore? You know, I don't really want to talk about that. Still sorting things out. Well, sucks to be fired. I should know. Thanks for the sympathy. She gives you a cold smile. You know, people around here just don't give a damn about Coral Destiny. I mean, those that don't actively hate it. I guess when you're living in such close proximity to the future, you get kinda desensitized. It is nice to talk to someone who cares. Okay. So nothing really new there, but, you know, some kinda new information. Yeah, so there we go. We got what she did when she worked there, effectively. But apart from that, not a lot. But we used 2 minutes. Right, let's go sit over here until... Actually, there are 2 different benches here, aren't there? There's a bench over this way as well. What if we sat on this bench? What does that do? I don't know, I haven't been over here, really. Sit. You place your butt cheeks on the wooden bench and let gravity do the rest. We can see what else happens. Still early, but you're pretty sure you didn't miss anything important before now. Gives you a bit of confidence. You got this. Nothing much is going on. The sun is still on the horizon. Time passes, but after a minute or two you notice. Riley leaves at 8:08, which we already knew. But now we've seen it happen while we were sitting, which means we can now have it as an actual time thing. She left the motel and drove south, which is to be expected. You saw her at the gas station in previous loops. Alright. The woman from the vending machine is gone. You took mental note of that. At around 8:08, yeah. Good enough. Let's see what's next in line. You were careful not to miss anything, not even the tiniest detail. Like a faint sound coming from room 5 on the upper floor of the motel. The sound of a door unlocking. Yeah, so that's Jason Burns going downstairs to say, the internet's not working. Wonder if he locked his motel door. We didn't hear a sound of it locking. Let's get up. I'm actually going to go check his room first. I just realized we didn't hear a sound of it being locked again. That doesn't necessarily mean anything, but it doesn't take any time, I think, to check. So we might as well. Okay. Then up this way. Is it unlocked? I'm not gonna knock because he's not there. Yeah. We already know he's not there. Well, unless I knocked and somebody was in there. But that would be very surprising. Okay, let's go. Right. Jason Burns is talking with the receptionist.
Robin, the Wi-Fi is not working in my room.
Continue?
I'm really sorry. The whole motel's been without internet since Friday.
Yeah, we'll skip through some
It's
of it.
Friday?
I know.
All right,
Oh, no need.
but the day
I know.
and
Okay.
Well,
can we cut to
I was just.
so no,
That's right. Sorry.
Yeah.
this is I have a
I'm very.
after all.
That's.
No. And now that that's
No.
you won't.
Of course not.
Okay.
The new bar.
But
Oh,
and,
Okay.
you'll need a.
oh, thank you.
Just lean. Oh, wait.
Thank you.
Don't worry.
Right. Sorry, I'd have to ignore you, Percy Rucker. Mainly because I need to...
Are you ready to check in now?
Nope. Right. Then over here. Can I do anything with you? Nope. He just leaves. Alright, well. That's fine. Head back over here and sit. Sit. Let's see what else happens. Oh, nothing? We know there's nothing past this point then. Oh, okay. Interesting. And then over here, I'm assuming same thing. Sit. Yeah, nothing. Okay. Interesting. We haven't got anything new on the Enter Frank's room one. I know I could always, like, my give up one is we just give up on the Frank's room thing and see where it takes us, but I'm not giving up on it just yet. Okay. I'm just gonna drive to the graveyard. Maybe we get there in time to see, yeah, to see Riley get there. This is a location we haven't been to a lot. Actually, I got there fairly quickly, actually. Okay. Is there a waiting spot at the graveyard? I guess I could wait on my phone until something happens. Yeah. Wi-Fi? Nope. Okay. That's fine. We'll wait here. I don't want to wait till the loop ends. I just want to wait until something happens. Wonder if there is an area in here you can just wait. Yes, there's nothing there, because we've been there. Okay, this way. This is something that you can just click on, but, you know, it's fine. Guess we could just drive between locations if we need to wait. Okay. Yeah, again, nothing there. Yeah, it's annoying because us as the player know that Riley's here. But us as the, well, yeah, us as Eugene, I guess, isn't able to do that. Just 4 minutes there and back, so yeah, we can just do this repeatedly if we want to. Drive south. Then we do our 4 minutes back. I think we saw her there at like 8:40 something, so. Makes sense she would be there soon. Not there yet. Okay. Drive north. And then south, and then we should have enough time to do whatever we need to do. Okay. I think I'm going to have just enough time to see Riley there. Right, drive south. Which actually... well, I hope that we've got enough time. It might actually be that we've just run out of time. Because it actually takes 5 minutes to go between these ones. Because it does an extra tick when you arrive. Right? Yep. Oh well. So we kind of want to get there at like 8:40 something. Okay. I suppose you could wait until she leaves at the max gas and then follow her.
Still with me, Mr. Harrow?
Yeah. Alright, let's go. This is loop 18 now. Okay. Well, let's ignore that for now then. The next thing is the ranch. So let's go to the ranch and maybe it's going to give us another thing.
Spit it out already.
So if we go to the ranch, maybe we can get like something that's like, oh, well, I need a faster way to get there, but that roadblock's in the way, then we can get the bike card and then, you know, we can do whatever we need to do. Okay, so I get there at 8:37. Is that quick enough? Let's go. No, that's exactly when the music starts. Okay. But we thought there might be another way in. So let's see. Let's try other ways. What about this? Nothing? Nothing to even interact with over here? Uh-huh. We got this swing that we can sit on. For reasons. Okay. Let's break into the house. I got my hurt foot. We got 5 minutes. Well, we might as well explore the house then, right? If we got 5 minutes. Right, because we know where he is, but we've actually got more of this house to explore. Bathroom. Nothing to click on. Okay. This bit. Ooh. What's this? Dust gathered. Wait. Dust gathered helps you hide your image. Ah, it's a mirror. I see. This? Metal cabinet which somehow escaped the teeth of rust with an intricate golden insignia above the drawers. Looking at the letters more closely, you see they spell out Philip K. That's the grandfather. A couple of drawers are half open, revealing they are filled with documents and dust. Let's look at how they're organized. Every drawer has an almost faded label with a year starting at 1935, 1938, 1939, 1942 and so on and ends at 1966. Judging by the open drawers, each of the folders inside is labeled with the year and month it covers. Someone was either a master of organization or obsessed with tidiness. Or both? What kind of madman gathered all these papers? Madman or workaholic, it's all a matter of perspective. Why would anyone need all this paper? If you... have you already forgotten the age before computers and the internet? It wasn't so long ago. It was a long time ago. True, you are old. Take a look at some of the documents. There are thousands of documents in this monstrosity. It's like someone even kept the receipts for chewing gum. No way you can just casually inspect them. It would take too many loops with just the few minutes you get in this house. You'll have to look for something specific. It's not a matter of time, it's a matter of willpower. Okay. Interesting. Let's head upstairs. We know that we can't get in there yet, so let's go to the room next door. Cowboy hat? Behold an old cowboy hat, an outrider no less, and relic from simpler or maybe rougher times. Take the hat. The rugged leather greets your fingertips, scarred by wind and sun. Beneath it rests a surprisingly soft lace strap, the kind of lace that would rather dance on a ballroom floor than face the desert grit. And yet it endured. shielding its owner from the elements day after day. It's no wonder someone saw fit to display it like a trophy of a bygone era, a reward for loyalty that outlasted reason. Alright, try it on. It settles on your head with an uncanny ease, like it was made for you. Feels like slipping into someone else's life, someone bolder that is. Anita. That's right, a sharp reflection of the woman with an unbreakable spirit and a total disregard for anyone's opinion. Turns out it was always about the hat, and now you've claimed a scrap of that power for yourself. Okay, but I don't actually get to wear the hat, you see. I do have a gun, though. Well, let's ignore the gun. It could lead to bad places. The front cover features a group of heavily armed people, knives, assault rifles, dynamite sticks. The title is Grassroots to Bushfires, Walter Group and For Our Children by Julian Georgeson. Alright, I'll leave it be for now. Alright, we'll come back. Right, and then next door here. Ooh. Okay, so this must be, I'm assuming, Maxine's room? Half handmade, half inheritance, entirely unattractive. Trophies or something? Just an old stereo. Photo albums. Smells of fresh sheets. The real thing scarred by time, softened by use. Place to keep things in limbo, how poetic. Okay, let's look at the papers first. Booklet with a lot of text written in very small letters. In your hand, its true nature unfolds. It's not a booklet at all, but a collection of folded papers. It's a warranty from the company that installed the house's front door. Forte lock door locks and fortifications. Let's read it carefully. Or read it all carefully, I should say. Legal jargon sprawls across the pages, dense and impenetrable, a fortress of clauses, terms, and conditions designed to frustrate more than inform. It's the kind of text that only matters long after it's too late. The date and footer are the only useful parts. The door was installed and the warranty began on June 15th, 2027, so it's a fairly new door. The footer points you to Forte Lockdoor's website, fortelockdoor.com. Could their support section hold the secret to unlocking the door faster? Probably. Okay, that's useful. The gorgeous redhead in a tight dress is still here, holding her gun. Inspect the book. The book must be old, given the yellowed and well-thumbed pages. The cover is wrinkled with use, the printing flaking off in places. Despite the cover's condition, one particularly fleshy point tries to attract all your attention. But in the shadows above the girl, you see a glint of a knife's blade in the white of a predatory smile. Okay. Well, I'm going to leave the book for now, because books tend to be like ways to use time, and we don't have time to use. Okay. Over here. A relic from a bygone age, an ornate revolver in a frame of curling wood. Below the antique is a plaque, Iron Fang 45, and below that, Maynard Orville K. 1910. So Orville, we haven't... Oh no, Maynard Orville. So yeah, he's the great-grandfather. Okay. Oh, is that it? I guess that's if I need a gun, I can get a gun there now. Okay, and this book is not done in the same way as the other book. Oh, I already put it down. And just said I don't care. Oh, okay. I didn't realize that was a permanent choice to be like, I'm not interested in the book. Okay. Well, we already know there's nothing we can do there. So, well, wait a second, unless, wait a second. I just had an idea. Yeah, can I go to fortelockdoor.com? The search, I'm not connected to the internet, but okay, it's letting me do it anyway. The search leads to the official website of the door's manufacturer, Forte Lockdoor Doors and Fortifications. You're greeted with a blurry animation of a door closing, followed by the sound of numerous locks clicking into place. The screen transitions to the homepage, which clearly resembles the door from the intro. The logo, Forta Lock Door, prominently dominates the upper part of the screen. Along the left side of the screen, 4 distinct locks are arranged in a neat column, each one serving as a button. Tap the padlock. The padlock opens and the right side of the screen transitions into a story about a family-owned business that has grown into an empire. The story is accompanied by a series of pictures from both the past and present, showcasing the company's journey and achievements over the years. As you scroll down the page, the company's motto, "We'll keep the good things in and bad things out," follows as you read. I wish I could keep the bad things out of my life this easily. Maybe consider becoming a door then. Okay, combination lock. Tapping the icon makes the keypad flash 1111 hash, and the right part of the screen transitions into a big catalogue. You see residential, security, and even smart doors, and countless handles, peepholes, and other accessories to customize your selection. There's also a special offer category featuring a limited series of handcrafted doors. The description states that these doors are specially designed to prevent ghosts from entering the house. These unique creations were developed in collaboration with a famous ghost hunting TV show. Classic lock. The key appears and opens the lock, transforming the screen into a support and frequently asked questions section, which resembles an old-style forum. The interface looks dated with a nostalgic feel, complete with pixelated icons and retro fonts. It uses an old system of threads. One user creates a thread with a question and everyone can respond. Finding the answer you're looking for might be exhausting. Search for SD3000XT. Thousands of results pop up. You better add more keywords. No keycard. There's still hundreds of results. Better add another keyword. Locked. It shortens the list of results, but it's still too much hassle. Exit. Finally, the results are filtered down to just a few posts, and luckily one of them seems to be relevant. The subject reads, "Need help. Dad keeps getting through a locked door. Open the post." A user named Max86 writes about an issue with her father, who is suffering from dementia. Also, 86, we now have an age for Max, I think. So, if she was born in 86... Sorry, my pen has stopped working, which is not very useful for writing notes. So if she was born in 86, that would mean that she is 41 years old. Okay, interesting. They installed an SD3000XT door to prevent him from leaving the house unattended. However, he keeps disappearing from the house even though the door is locked and untempered, and he has no keycard. They even barred the windows on the ground floor, making it impossible for him to leave that way. It can't be. The father refuses to explain how he manages to exit, leaving the family puzzled and seeking help to understand how he gets out without being seen. Technical support offers a generic solution first. Check the card reader's power source and try turning it off and on again. The original poster answers they checked it and did a reset on the device, but it keeps happening. Other users join the discussion and post their solutions or ideas. As you read through the pages on the thread, you see that it slowly dissolves into a quagmire of arguing between users, stale memes, bot posts, trolling, and occasional warnings from the administrator. You'd rather not read all of it. Alright, last page. Last post is from the official support and it marks the issue as resolved, linking to one of the user's posts inside the thread. Alright, let's read it. You come here with a problem and then refuse to listen to hundreds of well-intentioned pieces of advice posted by both official support and well-meaning Fortilock Door users. If none of our suggestions are correct, I'd say it's clear that your father has superpowers, either flying or teleporting. Well, that's kind of toxic. Perhaps you could search inside the thread for a possible answer and see what people say about it. Brother. On page 11, someone brings up the rest of the family. Max86 replies that her brother is the only one with another keycard, and he, of all people, would have no reason to let their father out. So some users prod the original poster to double check maybe her brother's playing her for reasons only known to him. Basement? Gives no results. I guess nobody thought of that. Then again, they probably barred all the windows and exits in the basement as they did on the ground floor. Okay. Upper floor? On page 21 of the thread, you find a poster of suggestions from user Bungie for Life that the father may be jumping through the window on the non-boarded up upper floor. Administrator appears with a reminder that the company is not liable if someone is injured in the process. The original poster replies that the windows on the upper floor are too high and the father would definitely hurt himself if he tried to jump out. It's a dead end. Ventilation ducts? The poster asks about alternative routes out of the house, suggesting the father may be using the ventilation ducts. The original poster, Max86, explains they live in a really old house which lacks such modern structures. Another user, Secure Freak, replies that the lack of certain modern structures listed in an attached file may lead to a number of hazards. His next post is an ad for a construction company, Secure North Builders, that specialise in renovating old houses to meet modern standards. Bug. A post on page 31 mentions the possibility of a software bug contributing to the door being opened. Reply from the moderator informs the user that the post has violated the forum rules and they are thereby being permanently banned. Nobody mentions this again. Seems about right. Auto unlock? On page 21, someone mentions the possibility of an auto unlock event. Another user replies saying it's impossible, followed by a long rant about the QMS 1100 standard and Fortilock Door's unwillingness to comply with it. Yeah, tell me about the standard. We heard about this before. Oh. Once again, a reply from moderator informs the user the post has violated the forum rules and the user has been permanently banned. Tailgating or paranormal? Tailgating. Search yields a post on page 15 about a famous magician, Henry Dude, who used tailgating to gain access to many places. He mastered walking silently behind people entering or leaving locked buildings and waiting for the right moment before the door closes to slip by unnoticed. Other users replied with news clips or videos showing how he did it. Fake news. Alas, the original poster answers that they closely monitor their father when they come and go and always ensuring the door is closed behind them. Paranormal. On page 62, someone mentions the anti-ghost door that you read about. The discussion descends into a clash between the haters who claim it's all fake and fans of the show who defend it. At one point, Max86 reminds everyone that her father is still alive, so whether or not the door is ghost-proof or not is not a factor. She receives the answer that he probably won't be for long. It's a known fact that many future ghosts begin demonstrating at least some ghost-like ability shortly before their death. You've exhausted all your search ideas and you're no closer to the truth. Perhaps the official support was right. This is about Walter, not about the door. Perhaps he is becoming a ghost. Whatever the case, you could try to find a way to learn more about his past disappearances. His past police records could be a good place to start. Alright. So where are we? Perhaps it's not about the door. I could call the police. Alright, I'm gonna leave the house. Somehow the music got louder when I left the house. Okay. Let's ask the police for Walter's police records. Oathwood Sheriff's Department, Deputy Sheriff Cody speaking. How can we help? Deputy Sheriff Cody is caught in a downward spiral of boredom, and your call is just an insignificant interruption in the grand scheme of things. Can I get Walter's police records? No way, I'll just give you the info. Perhaps if you introduce yourself as someone else, come up with something. You're a content writer after all. Performing, so we could say that we're UB Pursuer, Gerontological Social Worker, Ministry of Public Happiness, conducting a check on our beneficiary. Malcolm Skrubowitz from Skrubowitz and Skrubowitz, calling about records audit to ensure adherence to regulatory and statutory requirements. Deputy Cody, Jack John Lawson, private investigator, some assistants, quick. Or Nurse Nightingale from Golden Age, a care home for the elderly. I'm trying to assess the mental well-being of a client. I'm going to be Malcolm Skrubowitz.
I'm sure you're well aware that I need to follow procedures, Mr. Scribovitz's. So, what's this all about?
You can't be sure whether you sold that lie well, or if this guy is so bored out of his mind that he would indulge you even if you told him there's an ongoing invasion from outer space. I suppose you're aware that Walter K is missing?
Walter K? Cousin Walter K? Mister, I have to inform you that Walt's disappeared before, many times in fact, but he always comes back home, alive and well. Maxine, his daughter that is, he even stopped calling us.
Mr. K is quite old. Even a simple fall could endanger his life.
What? Walt's a tough guy. If his head was any better, I guarantee you, he would outlive all of us. I just don't know what you expect me to do about it.
The tone of his voice says he wouldn't leave his office even if it was on fire. For now, insight into the records of the police have on him could prove helpful.
Police records? That would be very illegal.
Well, it's worth a try.
But that's for Uncle Walt, so...
Wait a second, he said Uncle Walt there, and he says Cousin Walt in there. Alright, anyway.
You to boot up the app.
No, I don't have a few. Even through the phone line, you can hear the slow, lazy keyboard strokes like Cody has all the time of this world.
Oh, that's the devil. You're lucky the sheriff insisted on records digitalization, or this one here would be a blank slate. All right now, what exactly are you looking for?
Are there any mentions of earlier disappearances?
Sure, a whole bunch of them. For instance, there's one 5 months ago, and again 8 months ago, reported missing but spent all the time in the old corral. One more, exactly 1 year ago, reported missing again.
So he went missing exactly 1 year ago?
Yep, to the day. The file says Maxine reported him missing, vanished out of thin air, she said. But Walt returned like nothing happened 36 hours later. See? No one knows, and the old man ain't talking about it. You ask me? He went to Gray City for some geezer-loving action, I'm telling you.
What was that about the corral?
Well, there's an old corral for cows and such, you know, next to the K house. We found our pal there, shouting and trying to train ghost horses. Case closed.
Open up that case from 5 months ago, please.
Let me see. Oh, that's nothing, mister. Old man supposedly disappeared. Maxine panicked and reported it, but Walt returned home in under 24 hours.
Any older cases?
Yeah, sure. Let me scroll down a little. Had to go all the way back to 91. Phew. Cousin was a model citizen, seems like.
91. Do I have anything happening in 91? In my notes, 91 is currently a year that we have nothing about. Okay.
And even that report from 91 is only for public intoxication. Another from 89 when AlpaxLP accused him of inciting violence at a rally.
Okay.
There's also a report from 88. They brought him in for questioning.
For about what? What happened about in 88?
I ain't gonna read you the whole transcript, mister. Summary says Walt was brought in for questioning about grave desecration. Says here the case detective concluded that Walt had nothing to do with it, because his alibi was rock solid. Case closed.
Okay. 91?
File doesn't say much, just that a patrol picked up Cousin in Bothwood. He was shit-faced drunk and was running through the streets. Naked.
Okay. And 89?
Now you're almost asking for a history lesson.
Yeah.
Back in the day, Cousin Walt ran for mayor and lost. Or won, depends who you ask. He declared the election stolen, people rallied, caused all kinds of mess. It almost came to blood, let me tell you. At least, that's what I heard. I was nothing but a twinkle in my father's eye back then.
Right. But is there anything there about disappearances?
Yeah, let me look. No, this one's from 82. Unrelated.
He's mumbling to himself long whispers that almost sound like words.
Hell, I have to scroll down even further. I'm in 1960. Only something about Philip reporting cattle rustling and accusing Walt, but nothing relevant.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, gotcha. September 25th, 1948. His very first record. Actually, is an official warning given to his father, because Kay was a minor back then.
Can you please read me that report in its entirety?
Well, damn. But, alright, for Cousin Walt.
He starts reading, and it reminds you of a man slowly stumbling about a mountain in the night, afraid he'll fall into a bottomless pit.
This notice serves as an official warning regarding repeated incidents involving your son, Walter K., being found on the new railway bridge, unattended and involved in mischievous activities.
Oh, Something to do with the bridge. Okay.
Previously, on September 16th, our officers responded to another report of Walter missing and found him in similar circumstances. It is imperative that you take immediate action to ensure the constant supervision and appropriate conduct of your child in public settings. Failure to address these recurrent safety and behavioral concerns may result in further action from law enforcement, including potential legal repercussions. Please prioritize the well-being and responsible behavior of your child to prevent any future incidents of this nature. That's the end of the report. Not sure if you picked up anything from it, but as I've said, there's nothing else on Cousin Walt.
I think I have everything I need. Apologies for wasting so much of your time.
Oh, no. No need to apologize. Hope any of this helps you find Uncle Walt. Wouldn't want anything happening to the old man.
The line is dead. Well, I mean, we can check around here for the cow stuff, I guess, because... I mean, we are already at the ranch, but I suspect it's something to do with the railway tracks. Okay, yeah, you can't go that much further. So yeah, maybe railway tracks or something that we can do something with? Maybe it's worth going and sitting there for the whole cycle. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm going to sit on this bench and, well, you know. An old swing hangs motionless, suspended in time. The chains creak ever so faintly in the breeze, but the seat, having been torn from one of the chains, refuses to sway. Reminds you of many different things. A childhood filled with innocence and joy. Because everything used to be simpler, right? A simpler, brighter time when all you had to decide was how to have fun and how best to waste the endless hours. You ever had to make the kind of choices that would eventually land you in therapy in this godforsaken backwater daydreaming about better days? That time will never come back, neither will the feeling. Past is gone, and every echo of it only reminds you of how far away it really is. But the feeling, maybe it will come back if you keep going onward, forward, into whatever comes next. You just have to try.
Still with me, Mr. Harrow?
Yes, and I have a question. No, I don't. Okay.
Come on, you thief!
Right, I'm just going to run over here a little bit. And then I'm going to end the episode there. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.